Okay, everybody, Abby from Motor City Nerds here. If you're on my Twitter, you know that I already talked about this. But besides the game, Matthew Stafford here in Detroit, we're happy for you. We are. We're happy for you. We were rooting for you. We had our arguments about you. I cannot take the Matthew Stafford argument anymore on my fucking brain. I can't do it. But we're happy for you. Chevy, I'll give credit where credit is due. I might not work for you, and I might work for another big three company, but you guys killed it with that Sopranos ad. That was tight. That was awesome. That was really cool and really well done and wasn't, like, too pushy. I really liked it. I really liked that a lot. The Flamin' Hot Cheetos ad, great, but not Marvel, no. We all know what trailer was the big deal tonight. And it was that Lord of the Rings prequel on Amazon Prime. I was screaming. I was jumping up and down. I was going ballistic. Do you know how salty Disney must be? Do you know how salty they must be? Because we got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness in the beginning, and then it was like, look the trailer up. Okay, cool. That's not what I wanted. You should have dropped the whole thing right then and there, but okay. And then they had Moon Knight. I don't think they really did it. There was a couple other Disney Plus things, but there wasn't anything big. Imagine just being like, we have all these IPs. Star Wars, MCU, we have all this stuff. And then the King of Kings of the nerd community, the Blood of Numenor, comes out and just kicks you in the nads and is like, yeah, you have all this shit. But we got the Lord of the Rings IP, asshole. And we're gonna drop a long, great, amazingly done trailer. And I was going ballistic. I was going nuts to the point where my uncle was like, what is happening right now? And I'm like, do you not see? Do you not? And I can't take anything away from Doctor Strange because Mom loved the Doctor Strange one, and she loves Benedict Cumberbatch, and she loves Doctor Strange. And if you were on my Snapchat, you can hear her yelling in the background going, no, we love Doctor Strange too. Yeah, we did. But I thought super smart of Amazon to not only put it right after the halftime show, because we had this whole thing was targeted at my generation, obviously. But the halftime show, when 50 Cent was hanging upside down, I'm like, man, really? Can you still do it? Can you still do it? I love you, 50 Cent. I love you, Eminem. I love you, Dr. Dre. I love you, Snoop Dogg. I love you, Mary J. Blige. Kendrick Lamar, I've seen you perform before. You're great. I like you, too. I don't know your shit as much. But I like you, and you did fine. Good job. But the other ones, like I said, that's from our growing up time. And then right after the game started back up, one of the first things we get is the Lord of the Rings prequel trailer. And it's like, just suck me back to the early 2000s. I'll take it. So I thought that was very smart of them to do, because then you were like, nostalgia, hit you with some real shit, and it was great. But Lord of the Rings changed my life. Like, and when I say it changed my life, I mean I was 8, maybe 9. No. I wouldn't have turned 9 yet when it came out, when Fellowship came out. And my aunt, who got me the books, and I read all 3 Lord of the Rings before I was out of 4th grade. And I'm not joking when I say that. They wanted to move me ahead 2 grades and shit. They were like, she's reading at a college level. And my mom said that she didn't want me to be a freak and be younger than everybody. And then I think, how different would my life be if I would have done that? But yeah, they were like, she's reading at a college level in the 4th grade. This is crazy. But either way, I remember being in the theater, and I remember seeing that iconic ring wraith over the hobbits in the tree trunk. And I thought, I don't know what this is. I don't know what it's classified as. But this shit right here, this is what I love. Whatever, this shit. So not only, I know we all love Lord of the Rings. I got kicked out. This is a true story too. I got thrown out of a house party because I love it when people name their, like, what can I say on here? Their bowls or their pipes, their glassware. I like that because I always name mine, because then I feel like I got a buddy with me when I'm just token alone. And somebody brought out and I always wanted a Gandalf pipe, just so you guys know, and I still don't have one. I always wanted a Gandalf pipe, a big fancy Gandalf pipe, just to have it. And someone pulled one out at a house party one time, and he was like, oh yeah, my girlfriend named it, it's Mithrandil. And I was like, oh, Gandalf. And he was like, no, it's his horse. And I'm like, that's Shadowfax. And I'm telling them that, and they were not having it. So then we got into a huge argument, and I was like, Mithrandil is Gandalf. Shadowfax is his horse. What? I thought it was just a slip of the tongue. And I was like, maybe he doesn't know and she knows better. And then she came back out to the living room area. And I was like, oh, yeah, Mithrandil. And she's like, yeah, the horse. And I'm like, no, that's Shadowfax, the lord of all horses. What? That's one of the Maris. Unless my eyes are cheated by some spell. Fuck, what? That's... Okay. And then it turned into like an argument to the point where I could tell they wanted me to go. And I was like, I will gladly leave because this is just uncultured swine all around me. Don't go dropping names like that if you don't know what the fuck they're from. So I'm sorry that I'm doing this shitty video on my phone, but I know we all love Lord of the Rings. But like for somebody that was my age when those came out, that changed my life. Like legit. It really did. That and then seeing Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone right after that and seeing I remember watching Diagon Alley open up and being like, whatever this is, I need to read this too. And I need to get on it. And my aunt that took me to see that bought me all of them. But yeah, I was almost in tears for this trailer and I'm so excited for it. I'm so pumped for it. And I want to know what everybody else thinks. I want to know what your favorite trailer was or your favorite ad was from the Super Bowl. Like I said, the Sopranos Chevy ad, I thought that was very well done. I thought it was tastefully done. I really liked that a lot. But Lord of the Rings killed it. So yeah, but that's what I mean. I was born in 92. And Lord of the Rings Fellowship, Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone, like, those all came out within the same year. And it's like, I don't think... I know people appreciate them, and I know people love them, and people that were teenagers at that time loved them, and stuff like... I'm not taking their love for these things away. Or adults. What I'm saying is, when you're 8 or 9, and that magic is still in your head, and you see this stuff on screen, and then find out there's books, it's like, yeah, it was huge. It was huge. It's a foundation of my childhood. And so it's just like to go back to Middle Earth on screen. It made my heart happy. But yeah, I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds. I'm going to do a better video tomorrow. Tell me what you like.